I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Dylan Bowden.
We are the Pop Culturists, and tonight we are playing Hey, Mr. Fiery Fox, how you doing? You gotta hate this mouse so bad. Like, I thought it was a really good idea to get a what's it called? A mouse that was wireless, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever done. It's horrible.
That was
Running a little bit late because there's a bit of chaos on the way here. What's the dealio? Yeah, so I think I saw the stat as well. Like you hit someone hit the road and roof screws went everywhere, and then it was just chaos. All right, so let's play Arms on the Nintendo Switch. Now you've had this for as long as we've had. We've had the code about 2 weeks now. Oh, and the global test fire or whatever. But we'll give this a go. That's alright, so we'll go versus fight. What's up, that's Brandon. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Game music is super loud, mate. And Jake King. Oh, no, that's Jet. Hey, Jet, how you doing? Alright, so we want to go. And it's Lee. Thank God it is Friday. I hear it's mental at work at the moment. Alright, so fights. How does it make 2 players?
You get back to more.
Oh, okay. So fight. No, wait. Fucking. There we go. 2 player.
So, Arms is made by Nintendo.
yes, it is.
First party game.
Let's put these things on it, because. And Sean Levitt, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining us.
Safety first.
Yeah, make sure you put the strap around your hand. It's very important.
What's up, Craig?
And it's Craig. Craig's currently. You need to press a button.
So, essentially.
I think. Oh, you're playing one, so you got to do all the things.
So, essentially, this game, Arms,
Yes.
initially was presented as a fighting game, boxing game, with the gimmick that your arms stretch. And look, they actually don't have human arms; they just have these stretchy arms.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, you got some cool characters that kind of go with that. So, Springman seems to be the main guy; he's got springy arms. Ribbon Girl has ribbon arms. Ninja
Chains.
has chains. Master Mummy has like
Bandages.
Bandages.
Yeah.
Min Min has like
Noodles. That's awesome.
Mechanica has like
Robo Springs. Yeah. What the
Twintail
fuck?
Uses her hair. She's an actress. And this is my favorite one. Bite and Bark. He's like a robot police officer, and his dog fights with him as well.
Awesome.
Kid Cobra has like snake arms. And then there's Helix, who's like some science experiment.
I'm going only because it looks like it's thrusting at the screen. It's like,
Yes.
I'm going him.
And the good thing is you get 3 different types of
Springman.
I like the car one. That's my favorite.
Yeah, go that one.
The other thing as well is each stage has their own kind of gimmick. So Spring Stadium is just a normal stadium. Ribbon Ring is
So this is a little bit inappropriate with the noodles.
probably, yeah. Ribbon Ring, the stage increases with sound, like sound levels.
Okay.
Because she's like a rock star. Ninja College is like just on a downhill slope. Mausoleum, you can break through the grounds. Ramen Ball is like a ball that's lower down, so you kind of fight down and up.
So you can have the higher ground.
That's true. Scrapyard, I barely ever do Scrapyard. That's one where it's got like construction, you can go high.
Different levels and stuff.
That's
Cinema
one
do.
You've got cars in the way. Buster Beach is where you play volleyball. Snake Park is where you spin on little spinners. DNA Lab, you can smash all the background things. So we'll just do Spring Stadium.
Yeah, we'll just get things going. Now, I played this originally at the Nintendo Switch hands-on event earlier in March. I didn't think too highly of the game at the time, but they kind of forced us to do the punching one.
Yeah.
So knowing that I don't have to do the punching is kind of cool.
So
All right.
you got your left arm and you got your right arm. You can choose both the same thing. You can choose this one that kind of... Well, it's different per person. That guy's pretty crappy in his. He's got like a shield, so don't choose the shield. He's got like cannony ones. So I usually choose like one fist.
So how do I select it?
So you want to press like this button. Chooses
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
And then once you've chosen which ones you want to keep.
All right, we'll go that on that.
Yep. and then you press both your buttons.
And then done. All right, let me jump back so I can get the controls up and running first. So that's been blobbed. Okay.
So if you press A,
Punch. Okay. Oh. Josh Anderson, how you doing, my friend? Yep. Okay, so it's literally all like we're barely even using the top triggers.
You can use the top triggers. That'll be fire up.
That's kind of interesting. That's your block. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch. Nope. 3, 2, 1, punch. So I know they can cancel each other out.
Which is cool, because then you can grab them.
I don't like this ice hand. This ice hand's dumb. Or I just knock you the fuck out. Well, I don't want the beam hand. The beam hand's dumb.
Yeah, that guy's not good. So get rid of heal leaks if you go back to the main screen.
Oh.
Not too far. And
Change fighter. I'll bring in. I'll just go Ribbon Man, Spring Man. Pizza Delivery Pikachu says, "Hey Wazza, I just downloaded Arms." Fuck yeah, man.
We'll do one of the gimmicky stages.
I would like to try with the punching just for a laugh. But right now, we're doing it the sideways way.
Well, that's what threw me off. I'm like, I don't want to do this all the time. But you can play both on the smaller JoyCons, and then you can also play on the actual Pro Controller or controller.
Is this game worth getting? Well, I said I've not spent any. We've had the code for 2 weeks, about as I said, about a week and a half, I think it was. It was pretty much a little bit. Oh, this is cool. It was a little bit ago. This is our early copy. This is our early copy, but it did release today. Yeah, there was kind of rules on streaming it, so we decided to wait. But we'd play it safe. Oh shit! All right. Well, that's the benefit of the Joy-Con, with their kind of. Ah, Dex. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh. See, that was the one thing I did like about playing it at the event in March, was that one of the cool things is that if you punch and if you curve your hand, it'll you can hook it. So if someone's like, you can kind of swing it and just punch them square in the face.
And the other cool thing about it is I dominate. Like when I played the beta, because nobody was playing it, I got to like level 36 in that time.
Josh Anderson says, "So happy that I finished my exams yesterday. I can relax and watch streams and videos." There, hell yeah. Jet asks, "Are you excited for Binding of Isaac Afterbirth?" Hell yeah, man! I love Binding of Isaac. The only downside is it hasn't released in Australia yet, which is really weird. Like, it's been available in the US for like ages, And it's like the game's been released before. Like it's available on PC and PS4 and Vita, etc. So it's kind of like it's not like a ratings issue. I don't know the dealio. It's annoying me, so I really want to play it. Was it sorry? All right, let's try that. Ah, this is kind of cool. I kind of wish you did, because you've got to bring a JoyCon, because with your little ones, they really like playing with the JoyCons, right? So, I meant with the ones as in your kids that you sort of
Yeah.
them.
We used to play with the little controller.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Because I would like to see, because I think it'd be an interesting video to two fat dudes sweating it out.
Well,
Like I'm even wearing my Team Fat shirt today.
Let's give it a shot. Let's put it over to the actual punching of the Joy-Cons. So
I love using Ribbon Girl says pizza delivery Pikachu. Who's your player of choice?
I like the Ninjaro guy, and I also like the King Cobra. But the bonus thing is you can set them up. So if you go set up, once you've unlocked other characters, they've all got set kind of character-specific weapons.
But you can, because by the looks of it though, it looks as if you could unlock these hands for the other people.
Yeah, so Kid Cobra has the snake hands, so we swapped it out for Springman, I think. And he's got the snake hand now.
Okay. Oh, so you can adjust your loadout.
Yeah, so once
Dylan,
you
your
get down
mic
to
is
the
low.
background-
Give me a minute.
Oh. So what we're gonna do is we'll do one player.
Is that? Hopefully that's better.
We're already up to 11, so we'll start over. Now I have to figure out how we're gonna do the thing.
Josh Anderson asks, what did you guys think of this year's E3 overall? You kind of stayed a little bit out of it. You didn't really dive too much in. For me, it was fine. It wasn't quite as good as last year. I found last year to be like just up high. Thought it was great. No. We appreciate it, Chris. It's handy to know. Because that with today's video, we had the problem of your audio not coming through at all.
Yeah, I heard that.
No idea what's going on with there. So no, we certainly appreciate it because we can go and fix it. All right. So remember that was moving block to guard. All right.
Going to do that.
Let's fat guy sweat. Safety first.
So you can move, you can guard, punch, which is really annoying, and grab us both.
All right. So it's. Oh, hang on. So it's with the controls inwards. Let's go. That one. Okay. Yep. No. God damn it! Stupid A and B being backwards. Josh Anderson says this year we kind of knew everything we were gonna get. Yeah, look, I think that's certainly the case. There were still some good surprises in there.
So it wasn't like a box of chocolates, is what you're saying?
Pretty much. Punch or get punch. I'll go Ninjaga, and Jess is here as well. Yeah, there were some. There were some cool things to come out. Why isn't it not?
You choose your opponent.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. As long as it's not like a connection-y thing. Yeah, there was no real like holy shit. Like, granted, I did have some holy shit moments, like Skyrim VR, which was something that baffled me because I literally thought that was never going to happen. Because I thought that because Bethesda had a shitty deal with PlayStation with the mods.
Ooh.
So like because they wanted to get mods for. Wait, is that me? Okay, I want to make sure it's all because we've got the Switch down there somewhere. I want to make sure it's all connecting well. How do I move forward? Oh, you just. All right. Skyrim VR, that's correct, Brendan. So at the PlayStation conference, they announced that
there's going to be a Skyrim VR.
yeah, oh man, that Bethesda conference was just trash though. This is like one thing that's interesting is like that sort of small delay that when it comes to like between, you know, because it's not like, and it's like rocket, like it does have that spring and that little bit of bounce. So you've got to sort of be aware that. Oh shit! That's not good. Not good. All right, how do I trigger it in there? All right. Oh man. Brandon, I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online as we speak. What are you playing it on? I've just installed that on my PlayStation for funsies.
Ooh.
Run, Ninjago. All right, how do I? Yeah, I'm just doing like the throws. How to do that? Oh, there we go.
Good. Yes.
Read it out loud. What are they saying?
Josh Anderson is excited about Wolfenstein 2, but doesn't redeem that terrible press conference.
Look, that's the same thing. I really enjoyed Wolfenstein: The New Order, but the same thing is they teased it last year. You know, they teased the new Colossus last year, so when I was like, I bet that's coming next year. Sure enough, it did.
They did. They teased.
So I wasn't super too keen of that.
Little thing that came up, didn't they?
All right, let's change fighter. Let's try something else. It's okay. Like it's not like as kind of, you know, it's certainly exhausting. I'm already tired, but you know, I was tired to begin with. Let's go with him.
See, it's bite like a megabyte and bark because
thing. That's what's Chris Conway saying. Vanilla Skyrim on the Switch is neat, but still not a reason for me to get one. What I'm curious about though is with Skyrim on the Switch. Now, when I'm not gonna buy it. I want to see if we can reach out for a code. I just want to see how it runs. Now, because it is vanilla Skyrim, it's not the special edition. It's not the Game of the Year edition. Like, I'm curious on whether it comes with the DLCs. Because I know that's the what's it called? The thing we're just talking about, VR. The VR has the
virtual reality.
Yeah, it has all the DLCs in there. So I thought that was kind of cool. So it's not just the standard one.
So on Star Wars Battlefront 2, what is it in the boot?
Oh man, I'm like, it sort of depends, I guess.
Darth Maul?
You can be Darth Maul.
And Rey?
Rey's available as of now.
And can you fight that level from Starkiller Base where I fight
I don't know actually. The only thing we really know so far is we know there's that Naboo one,
right,
which is cool. You know, because they're oddly like I understand that people don't like the prequels, but there was clearly a demand for them. So it's kind of this weird middle ground of where like we won't show you too much about the prequels, but we know you're keen for it.
What, in game?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the world building's pretty good. You got Mustafa, Coruscant, and all these cool places that are interesting to look at. Well,
see,
Kamino was good as well.
See, that's the thing. Like, there was a discussion in one of the groups I'm on Facebook, right? And they thought about, either the prequels as bad as they say they are. I'm like, no, they are bad films, but what they bring to the overall Star Wars lore is insane, and it's so good. Like, people give give it shit, but to me, it's like, how do I jump? With both arms. Oh, there we go. Okay. People always give shit in terms of the diplomacy and like Phantom Menace and stuff, but to me, like, that makes sense. Like, that's what.
And Chris Conway says Star Wars prequel movies are trash. Star Wars prequel lore is gold.
See, that's the answer. See, like I said, Mustafar is an awesome planet. Camino, as you said, Camino is pretty sick. Although I kind of dislike Django Fett as an idea, I still think it's great to sort of, you know, bring in the early of the like stormtroopers and whatnot, you know, when they become the
one on PlayStation 2 that had prequels. One was original trilogy, one was prequels, wasn't it?
Yeah. You wanna do some punching?
So, what's the diff? Like, just recycle those things.
Look at that. Some nice friendly.
Look at that. Read that one out.
Josh Anderson says, I just checked the release date of Wolfenstein 2. Same day as Assassin's Creed Origins and Mario Odyssey. That's October 27. October 27 is going to be fucking insane.
Which way is it?
That's you got it right there.
Okay, you put on the wrong hand.
My apologies. Yeah, so October will essentially be like March to us again.
But why? Why release it all on the same time?
I think they just want to release them. Like, it just happens to be a Thursday, and they just because they're all 3 different publishers. So I don't think they knew of the other dates.
Like, there's how many other weeks?
There's 4 weeks in October. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, 52 different weeks that they could release these things.
Because the thing is, like,
I've never been this robot before.
The reason they put it in the reason they put it in October is they want to get ahead of like Call of Duty and Battlefront. Which comes out, I think, November. I think I'm fucking now. So yeah, Call of Duty comes out in November, and so on. And I think it's for them. It's just getting ahead of what's already out. I've got that. Josh was dicking around the microphone last night, stream. And South Park a week before. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
Sure.
But the thing with South Park is as well, it's probably going to be a good standard 8-hour story or whatever, just like the other one. So like I don't see that too much of a problem, because I think you'll be able to get that out in probably like 2 sittings. Chris Conway, anyone see the gameplay for the new DBZ game Dragon Ball Fighter Z? It does look sick. One of the pooiest things about the Dragon Ball Z games of the past is that the 3D plane, although really cool to fly around like a crazy person, isn't actually that visually impressive. Because it's like they're cartoons, right? And cartoons in 3D look dumb. So we're going 2D, they can get more of that sort of cel-shaded look, and it's actually better and consistent, and I think it's going to be much better. But it's not entirely flat. It's like Tekken flat. It's got a 2.5D, so you can go in a circle. Budokai. Yeah, and look. Well, yeah, but the thing is, because it was in 3D, it was always kind of janky. Ooh, KO.
It's hard with these things.
Yeah, it's not quite as easy.
If it was just this, I would hate this game. But because you can play with the controllers, this game's good.
See, maybe that's why I had such a sort of disdain for it when I first played it. Because like motion control, like when they first announced the Switch, and they were like, it has these cool motion controls. I'm like, fuck that.
Don't make fun of my dainty hands. Just because if I swing, I'm going to punch the camera.
Or the microphone, yeah. So for me, this was just a game that sort of gave more gimmick, and that kind of annoyed me. I'm like, this is exactly what I didn't want in the Switch. But yeah, knowing they can play the controls is fine. Want to go back to punching each other?
I'll show you some mini games.
Okay.
So the cool thing, like old school Street Fighter, when you could kick barrels or beat the shit out of a car, there's similar kind of things here. So
We have to team like this bad boy.
which one am I? Swap controls.
No, that's fine.
Oh, because we're teamed up with buddies.
Yeah.
So
We want to go volleyball?
but we can't do
No, we're fine. Yeah. Oh, wait, we do. Hang on, go back.
Go back to the
Press, yeah. Now press your B.
Hey.
There you go.
Go down. You've got to set arms.
No, it should be fine.
Square versus.
Yeah.
Cooperate. That. Hey.
You press the A. There we go.
There we are.
Cool.
Push it up.
Go. Oh, panoramic control.
So hoops is pretty cool.
Hoops?
It's like basketball.
Okay, so Josh Anderson says, what was your most hated part of E3? Mine would be when Microsoft announced Minecraft in 4K and spent 5 minutes talking about it. I didn't face palm that hard for so long. I thought that was fine. I think like part of me 4K Minecraft does seem sort of redundant, but I kind of like the idea of it because although it's all blocky, it's some sharp looking blocks.
Yeah, but they're still pixelated blocks. Like
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah, but sort of like the HDR, like the HDR and the lighting. That's what will make that game amazing for me. And
But
like,
it still looks like animated.
Yeah, shut up, it's fine. We'll go min.
Back up here,
But
it's
for
done.
me, the biggest thing that bummed me out is it's probably just Bethesda at whole. Like I do have Bethesda not in a high regard, but I do think of them in a good way. I think they are quite good devs, and it saddens me when they release a subpar thing.
Alright, so it's half core. What we have to do is dump each other in everything.
Oh shit! So you just have to if I was to grab you,
Yep.
would it just go automatically?
Yeah, so
Okay, cool.
get them aerial in any way you can, and that's pretty much how you do it. See, it's awesome how you can block it.
Oh shit! Oh, I got no arm. Oh dang!
And if you can get your fire up, then you just punch me out. Oh, we don't have any. I'm just gonna time them.
Oh, what? And you get like the 3-point line, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's balls.
And this is your power.
Basket Brawl. Holy shit, that's a much better name. Ah, shit.
Lighting in Minecraft is great, but like Dillian said, the rest is pixelated blocks and totally did not need a moment of fame. Well said.
See that I agree and disagree. Microsoft spent a lot of money to have Minecraft as part of their brand, so it was going to get stage time, no matter what.
What, Microsoft is Minecraft?
Yeah, Microsoft owned Mojang.
But
Mojang?
it's on Switch as well.
Yeah, because they bought it after Mojang had been established, right? So for them, they just bought the name and the access to it.
Mojang!
Do it again. I am a little keen for Minecraft Switch. I haven't picked it up yet, but I think about it probably every couple of days.
Yeah, I always come to the Switch and find Ryan's in the store trying to buy things on a credit card. And I'm like, are you trying to buy Minecraft again? And he's like, no. And because of the block game. And somehow saw on my laptop that the little windows opens up like little pictures of games.
Okay.
And so while I'm trying to work now, I'm trying to download Minecraft. Now, this is my work computer. We don't play games on this. The Switch can play games and Minecraft. Please don't play the Switch. It just refuses. It wants to play the block game. It doesn't load. It doesn't play. It is like some dodgy free trial. And the controls are
smooth. So he understands that that you know how to buy things on the store. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous.
We download them. We're not trying to play it now, so it's downloading.
You've grown an impatient child.
I know. Because when it was just Zelda, it took me another time. We finished it.
Well, DLC comes out at the end of the month.
Chris says, question, I have largish hands, and to me it looks like I'd crush the shit out of a JoyCon.
Yeah, you
or
will.
at least get a hand cramp from playing after a short time.
Man, you
Others
totally
don't.
will. When it's being played like this, it sucks.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not as bad as you think.
Like, you adapt to it,
Yeah.
but as long as you have this little buffer on the top, it actually makes it noticeably more manageable.
Oh, one on the buzzer. Did anybody see that? I was down like 2 points. Yeah, but you do get a bit crampy around the back hand. Like the last two fingers, I reckon.
Yeah, and it also depends on which one you're using.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because little Ryan
Spin it
can do
around.
that, but this is too much of a gap for him to hold. That's why he does it like that.
Yeah. See, this is what's baffling. So your little Ryan, like your little person, he plays games like this. So he plays Mario Kart like this.
But if they had just put them equally at the top, and you could play it like that with that there and that there, I don't know how that would work. That makes sense because then you just put it like that.
Let's play one more match. Josh Anderson asks, "What is your most anticipated game coming out of this year's E3?" See, South Park I was excited for before
4 years ago.
You know, as in before it was sort of an E3 thing. So the answer is for me is God of War. I am so keen for that game. That game looks fantastic, and I can't wait to play it. I was playing God of War 3 again today, just because I can.
I'm playing God of War 3 again.
Or when you climbing Gaia as you head up.
I wish you could once you finish the game,
pick and choose the levels.
Yeah, just play as a boss battle, choose a boss battle. Because those are the most epic parts.
This is like Tekken all over again. It's you just smashing buttons.
This skill in this game is not Tekken.
I don't know how that works, but it's fine. See, that's the other thing. You've had the better part of what? Yeah, a week and a half to be able to really sort of narrow this down. See, this is why when we got the code, and I was like, I'm probably not going to play this. So I was giving it to Dylan, and actually it worked out well. So I was pretty stoked about that.
It's kind of like Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Which is that's right up your alley. No, as in history wise.
Yeah, but then it's very much the design of colors like Power Stone. Did you play Power Stone?
Sure didn't.
Okay.
Never really played Dreamcast actually, to be honest.
Power Stone was made by Capcom, and it's like Street Fighter, but
we keep cancelling each other out.
A
We're in a stalemate.
Have,
Josh Anderson says, mine is definitely AC Origins, as it changes up in something from AC from the last couple of years, and Spider-Man on PS4. Spider-Man on PS4 does look fantastic. I want to play that. If I can play that, that'll pretty much solidify my judgment. What I'm really hoping. So last year with the EB Expo, we were lucky enough to go to the media night. Angel Coolin says you can use the Mario Kart wheel to help make the Joy-Cons bigger. That's a good idea, actually, because it would give you that sort of...
But then you're playing with the steering wheel.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. It just makes it more manageable. That's actually a really smart idea.
Well, that's why the thing's good. That thing.
Yeah. See, if this was a little wider, I'd be sort of keen. Yeah, so what I'm hoping is that at EB Expo this year, they... Because like I said, last year we were able to play Horizon way early. So I'm hoping they're going to... Because it's coming out, God of War's coming out that same March window. I'm hoping they have God of War there playable for us as media. And I'm going to cry in happiness.
Yeah, I would love to play Spider-Man. But I was watching you watch it.
Because you're the Marvel man, so...
Well, it looks like a lot of QuickTime events, is it?
Yeah,
so running through a building and trying to catch some kind of elevator or something as it was falling.
So for me, it looks kind of like God of War, as in the parts are scripted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But did it show any villains?
It showed Mr. Negative or Dr. Negative, one of those, and I don't know. Apparently, I think it might be a deep cut. And Fisk showed up as well.
Because it's not really based on any movie or comic book specifically. It's got any kind of supervillain. So I'm curious as to see what the villains look like and what villains look like. Because PS1 Spider-Man was incredible.
Yeah.
The second one was pretty good.
Rise of Electro, whatever it was.
Yeah, the Electro one. And then the first movie one
with poops. And then
I think Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was fantastic.
Definitive kind of Spider-Man game. But I think, if they did the Batman Arkham Asylum kind of...
Well, it seems like it does have the Arkham fight style at least, which is good.
But even the world building of that is the Arkham Asylum, there's no other version of those kind of characters like that. That's their own exclusive world.
Angel adds, "Oi, get some Joy-Con armors. They have all types that shape the Joy-Cons into more fitting controllers." I have seen that online, actually. A bunch of sort of...
Unofficial or official?
Yeah, well, so not like this, but that's kind of like a little shape tool. It kind of gives it the nice little, bottom curves and stuff, so you can make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, but it's still there.
Yeah, well, yeah, so it doesn't fix that problem, but,
But that's the problem.
I like this one. I like this mode. This mode's good.
So do that. I'm gonna try it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this.
Yes, I'm really hoping we spend some time with God of War at EV Expo. That's really my goal out of that whole event now would be, can we play God of War?
Is it gonna be ready for a demo?
I think so.
Yeah, it's coming out.
It'll be coming out probably a couple months before, and like Horizon did the same thing. Like we played Horizon, before. That's right. I'll as the time comes closer, we'll reach out to Sony and ask. Josh Anderson says, "Spider-Man looks like a mix of Arkham and Uncharted with the explosive moments." See, the quick time events are fine for me because like there are some things that you would, if you were to control that, it would be garbage, right? And like that's why that's why God of War is in the same boat. We'll try it again. I just kind of beat the shit out of you. That was very unfair.
Just looking in the corner of the screen.
What was I saying?
Uncharted.
Oh yeah, so the quick time events is fine. Like I'm okay with that. I think that's there are some moments and some scenarios where that would in order to make it a decent playable game, and it's the best way to go about it. That's it. God of War, like when you do your little finisher, like as you beat the shit out of like a centaur or something, and then it's like then it's like you do a little small quick time event, and it allows you to decapitate them or something. Like that's what you want, because if you were to try to do that with like sort of, hold the left trigger and R1 and L2 and all this extra garbage, it would kind of...
I can't wait to try that. That's up.
Yeah, Josh Anderson, QTs have always been fine unless it's overly used.
What game would you say is a game that overuses controllers? Because there are such games.
Like any sort of story-based game, like as in like Telltale or those games like that tend to probably abuse them. But the design of those games, can only sort of be done. What happened there? Oh, because the end of the match, the ball pops, I guess.
Femme fatale. Boom.
Heavy rain. Yeah, heavy rain. Yeah, once again, that's...
But that's just quick time events, isn't it?
It's predominantly because that is a so David. It's the same guy that's making Detroit.
Yeah. I played Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Where they try to attack you in the kitchen. And you're like, jump, dodge this, that. I remember walking around the shopping mall. I think you walk around the shopping mall.
And you just press a button that says, "What's your son's name?"
Yeah, I don't know. But
Bruce.
All these people are like, all this worrying.
Andrew says, in V-Ball, you can hit the ball with two arms to set it up, then hit with two to spike.
Look at that.
Dude, I like people in the chat. They always like help us out. Give it a spin. Get a spin go. I like that. Oh, look at that. Dude, Angel, thank you. This is awesome. Oh, shit. Shit. Can I recover? Can I recover? Can I recover? If I'm pressing the right button, it would help. Was that QTE for undoing a bra? I just did playing God of War earlier. It was a QTE to have sex with Aphrodite. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like. I was playing with my wife was sitting next to me as I was playing it, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm having sex with Aphrodite." Like, why? Like, she gives me red orbs, so I can upgrade my weapon.
Go down and change mode.
So I've been trying to explain that was fun.
Skill shot. So this one's fun. It's like there's targets that come up.
So it's like a gun range almost.
Yeah, pretty much. But you got to beat each other to hit the targets.
Okay.
And some are higher than others, so you're going to jump and hit for it. And you can hit each other as well for free. So really close enough.
Oh, it's pretty evenly matched this, right? Ugh.
I think both of them.
Damn. Let's see. Josh Anderson, what's the likelihood of Detroit Become Human having a robot/cyborg sex scene? I'm betting all the money on it. Yeah, I'd play that.
No, do you think it's going to happen?
I can't see why not. See, David Cage likes to make games that are almost movies, or as close as you'll get to movie-like experiences with games. So, yeah, it makes sense to me. And it has the guy from Grey's Anatomy. People will love to see a sex scene, you know, with Grey's Anatomy going. And if they can tell him what to do, like, they're totally in.
Now, isn't David Cage the movie star guy from Mortal Kombat?
I don't believe it's the same one. Is it David Cage?
It's Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. There. Oh shit! Don't throw me around. What is this? Oh, I've disabled your arms. What a shame.
Sever Snake Man.
Oh, I'm booting you. I kicked your butt.
And it's a cool game where you can kind of just mash buttons. You don't really have to pay attention. So you're playing, but
we're having a full
just
conversation
have a
here.
chill
Well,
out,
yeah.
just, you know, shoot the shit and just play some arms.
Shoot the shit and punch face.
Yeah.
Jess is back and eating food. We talked about quick time events and quick time events sex scenes. We punched each other in the face. We played some volleyball. Yeah. We're kind of just bullshitting at this point, having a good chat. Oh shit. See, that's the thing. I'm not. I'm trying to be a little. I'm trying to be a little bit smarter with my punches. Trying. All right. So here's a question for you, Dick. So now, you enjoy games in the sense of playing them and that sort of stuff. Like, you don't think too much about it in terms of the industry side like Josh and I do.
No, movies I do, but because games are not just a one single experience, like you can't sit down for an hour and a half and play a whole game and you know everything about it. I find it hard to know everything about the game and get in the ins and outs and discuss every level or every side quest. Like you could play Zelda and talk with someone and be like, "You never done that side quest, man? You don't know what you're talking about."
But yeah, no one's like, "You didn't watch. What do you mean you didn't see that scene?"
Yeah, what do you mean you walked out for 30 minutes? You know? So it's hard to keep a track of everything. And because there's so many games that come out and they take, 10 hours each to play depending on the game, I never choose those. Get rid of those.
No, but it's for...
I don't know. I'll still
Oh, wait, can I stretch?
You have to press it a few times to kind of extend it.
That's dumb. Wow, that was a solid waste of my
I
time.
want to know what was the original question?
Oh, because like, okay, so with E3, what would? Oh, Dylan would totally hate Persona 5. I would never ever get him to play it.
I don't know. It sounds pretty good. Josh is selling one. Oh, but I hate RPGs. I hate turn-based things.
That's exactly what this is. Like, this could not be any more that.
I hate turn choosing the player. I like side scrollers. Button mashes.
So that was gonna be the whole point of my question was, what would get you interested in games media? Like, as in, like, is there something like, you know, like the reason we have you because, you know, you're our buddy and, you know, you offer great insight to things, but like movies is your forte, and like you have a level of knowledge that neither Josh or I will ever have when it comes to movies.
Okay, sure.
So, like, what would it take for you to get more excited in games? Is that even an option?
Well, you can watch a trailer, but you know, a trailer would get me excited because it's like a movie trailer. You know, you can get the feel and the mood of the game. But then again, games can so drastically be different from the trailers. Like Assassin's Creed, like you said, has great trailers, and then the games are like, man. And the other thing is, like, when you're playing the game, like if I'm playing a game like this, I'm like, oh, okay, I really like it. I've got into it. I know about it. I know what it's about. Now I want to research it and like who made it.
Okay, yeah.
So once I've played it, whereas it's with a game, like they don't have all that information to start with, and you don't want to waste like all this energy getting excited about the producers and the story they've written and the characters they design, and literally the game comes out for a day and nobody cares about it next day.
Yeah.
Like your No Man's Sky hype was off the roof and out in the stratosphere of game news. That was a massive thing for so long.
Oh yeah, like see, for me personally, I wasn't super hyped on the game,
But a lot of people
were.
Discussion.
People were so keen for that game.
So I don't want to get all excited for something and be like, oh.
Yeah, but we do that with movies, man. When we get that excited for movies and then shit goes bad. Rockabummy asks, what do we think of the game so far?
I love the game. However, with a bad movie, you can rag on it because you've seen it. You've seen an hour and a half and you can rag the crap out of it. Whereas I'm not going to play 10 hours of the game to realise that level 7 is the worst thing in the history of the world because I'm going to play level 1 and just stop playing. So, it doesn't make sense.
I like it. No, that makes sense to me. I get it. Well, that's why I sort of like when we, you know, that's why I like reviewing movies at least, you know, because that's the benefit. It's 2 hours, and then you just kind of have fun, and like that's why you know, with almost every movie we see, we record a review afterwards because it's so easy to do.
But what? I would say Zelda is an incredible game, but because I don't play that many bad games, I don't want to waste my time playing bad things, I don't have much to compare it to. And so I wouldn't score it massively because I'm like, this is a great game. There's so many better. Maybe The Witcher's way better than this, or Skyrim's way better than this.
Josh Anderson says, yeah, Dylan. Now, just heads up, Dylan is Dylan.
And he is right.
Dylan is right, as example, even within 2's trailer, looks really good and cinematic, while the game, once it comes out, would be meh. Apparently that was the situation with the first game, at least. Apparently it was kind of meh. Like, very cult following. Like, I have not played it myself. It's one of those games that I get tempted to buy all the time.
Like, and now that they're video game creators so much like it, again, it's just misleading advertising. And they put like cool songs in there. And, I love that song. And the songs on the game. Because cinematics are so different to gameplay.
Dr. Rev Alan Woods, PhD. Fucking awesome name. I get this game today in the post. I assume you're from the other side of the world, Dr. Woods. Oh, so here we go. Yes. Yeah,
Evil
Josh,
Within
yeah.
2.
Story was so fucking confusing. Literally had to watch an explanation video of it to understand it. I assume that's the first Evil Within. Is there a campaign mode in this game?
There, you just fight 10 fights, and then you fight a boss, and you get that money stuff.
That money stuff.
Yeah, the sweet, sweet money.
And then you use that to unlock more arms.
To swap arms over between characters, yeah.
Okay. So there's, outside of small little quick matches like this, there's not
No, not a story.
that
mode.
replayability.
You can still keep playing main fights to build up. There's online. You can do 2-on-2, which is cool. And I believe you can do 4
Kevin
players
Burris
split
just got arms ready to fight. Hell yeah.
You can do 4 players split screen. And that's great. So bringing back the old school days.
That is the benefit of the couch co-op. The Switch is that couch co-op, and that like really happy and open to support the couch co-op.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't, just doesn't simply exist anymore these days.
Josh, I can't wait for the sequel later.
And then the prequel next. Bunch of headbanging.
Go, Gadget.
Why aren't you dying? There you go. In the face.
I don't understand in this world. Why does she have hair punches?
And why does
And
she
human
have arms, but no one else has arms?
Like, do all people in this world have these stretchy arms? Or just people who had surgery to fight? Or
Yeah, it's saying, is it one of those things? Is it like this secret underground
yeah.
thing where they remove people's arms?
Yeah, like I can see people in the crowd. They look like they have arms. Normal arms. Yeah, that fist bumper guy back there has got normal arms.
Third, the sequel Dick. With a dick fighting. But not just Dick, get some boobs in there as well, equal opportunities. What is called the next one's just called genitals. Just covering all the bases. Just call it, sexy, naughty parts. Ugh. Like, oh damn! I beat the shit out of you in that time. Like, I'm certainly enjoying this. I think it's a good fun. Do I think it's great? No, I don't think it's great.
I think it's fun.
But once again, like, so that's the big difference. Is what we talked about, like the different games that we like. See, see, for me, I'm finding this very sort of shallow.
Ooh. Well, I thought it was just boxing. You'd pretty much just punch. But there's a lot to it rather than just that. There's blocking other people's punches. There's how different kind of do different things.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Some of the systems in this game are really quite clever.
The mechanics are incredible. Mechanics. And I love these colors.
Oh, look, in terms of all the dark... Little Ryan loves arms, says Jacinta. Loves it. Well, how's that going for you in terms of, I understand, you may not love games in the same way that we do. You certainly still appreciate them. And is it fun being able to pass that on to Little Ryan?
Yeah, but he's got like a addiction to it. Like, he plays them. And the only way that he stops playing them is that he knows that it has a battery. So the battery will eventually run out, and then that's time to put it down and let it charge again.
It's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. But he prefers more like to watch me play. He's like, I want to watch you play. You play it. And so I have to play the game against my will.
Jacinta, he especially thinks the girl's butt and the fact that she fights with her hair is funny. So he finds her butt funny.
Yeah, it's a funny butt.
Let's go to the big guy.
But yeah, I mean it's fun watching him kind of figure out the new different games. I'd love to get him on virtual reality. We should do a video about that.
The only downside is like one of the with virtual reality, it's like don't do it for anyone under the age of like 9.
Really?
Yeah, just because it's like, you know, they're still developing eyes, and they don't know how to understand reality as it is.
That would just flip him out.
Like, imagine trying to like get him to respect how much time he should be playing games when you give him, you know, then you throw him into another world. It obviously must be nice for you two to sort of sit down and play it.
It is for the first hour. But it is fun. I enjoy having someone watch me play video games, like they're in it, but they're not like, okay, it's my turn. It's like, let me just chill and do what I want, and I've got an audience. It's kind of like streaming.
Rockman says 18 plus in my opinion for VR.
That's
Yeah,
just tempting me to try.
I would say 15, maybe. I think you probably get, you know.
Oh, come on. Like, as soon as you're a functioning person, 11.
I think it's more of in terms of a safety risk sort of thing, you know.
Like the lawnmower man who gets stuck in that road. They would probably want.
Oh, probably. Can't hear you, Dylan. Maybe we're having problems with the microphone. Maybe we have to share a microphone.
I don't know.
That's weird. Weird that Dylan's mic's being weird.
It's nice that they let me on the show, but they just turn off my mic. So.
Look, I have a feeling it might be the cable. We may have fucked with the cable. It's the same one that we took to the thing this weekend, so may have. It's like nothing else has changed.
VR is especially for people who are fully developed in terms of eyes. Well, my eyes are stuffed.
My eyes are fucked.
I think the game volume is just louder than us guys. Thanks for the backseat directing there.
Well, that's probably better. Yeah, okay. That might help. Yeah, because I remember like we're using the other headset. The microphone picks up a lot higher. So, yeah. That might be better. Can you hear Dylan now?
Can I talk now? Yes, I am quite softly spoken.
See, I'm loud as shit.
Oh, I'll just talk like you. Anyway, so guys, what do you think about this and that and the other?
That's pretty good.
That's horrible.
That's pretty good, me.
Good. Oh, this one's gonna be gross. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, just engage. Yep, that is right. And Rockamummy says shrug. Shrug. There's a shrug there. Anyway, so as I was saying about the time that we went here and got this thing for the thing, as media press, what I find most intriguing is going to EB Expo as press on media night.
Fuck you. To your credit, you pretty spot on.
No, not really. I've got to work on it. There's a lot of books in this room. So, outside of God of War,
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to? Like, to play at EB?
Oh, so that's the thing. Like, so with EB as an example, like, they don't. It's mostly games that'll be coming out about then. So Assassin's like it's because it's October 9, I think is when the convention is. So it probably a lot of the things that are coming out on around the end of the month, like Assassin's Creed will be there. What else will be there? I guess South Park will be there. Mario Odyssey will be there. Hopefully we can get some hands-on time with that too. Well, because it comes out in October, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be like that day. You can pick it up on the way out.
It'll be like that. I think it's that weekend essentially. Well, that month, the end of that month. Rock Mummy says Anthem, which is the game that Josh is so crazy keen for.
What's Anthem?
Anthem is the BioWare game.
Right.
The guys that made
The sci-fi one?
the sci-fi Titanfall meets. Can I punch your dog?
Yeah, I don't know how to control my dog. It's just kind of there.
Okay, how come no one else gets an assistant, like just you?
Yeah, because I'm a robot. Robots
I'm just gonna keep punching your dog.
Does it hurt me? Punch my dog. Horrible aim.
Hang on.
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was watching you hit my dog. Get up, dog.
Josh Anderson. Hopefully South Park won't get banned or censored. I actually think it probably will.
Imagine if it got banned after all this time.
Oh, I will just scream and cry. I'll find a way to get it. Damn wrong. What'll happen is if it does get censored, I'll end up picking up a PC version like I did with the Stick of Truth and just get a patch that allows me to play the uncensored parts. But look, I did see a clip over the weekend of South Park where in order to get information out of some guy, you have to give him a lap dance as like the child. So like that'll get some trouble.
Yeah, imagine all the pre-order refunds.
Yeah, well, that depends how many people have, as you mentioned, it's been delayed like how many times now?
How much money do you think EB Games has stored away from South Park pre-orders for like the last 2 years?
Like a year at best.
That would be rich.
It's volleyball again.
Volleyball?
Volleyball. Ribbon Man. Ring-a-ling ding ding.
Need more characters.
Josh Anderson, I love it, Anthem. They show the face animations immediately to separate them from Mass Effect Andromeda. But not in that original teaser. The original teaser that they showed at the EA conference was pretty much just all face masks. It's like, let's avoid the fact. Like, this is a hot topic right now, so let's just pretend that there's faces. But then when they showed the one at Xbox. No wonder Ryan finds that funny.
No, it's the other one. Hair girl. Twin tail.
Oh, smooth recovery. Yeah. Shit, nice one. I don't know this guy. These snake arms are dumb.
Yeah, they're not his jam. Usually his boxing gloves.
What the F?
Thank you. Shake your booty, shake your booty. I got rockets.
Yeah, take that spike.
Oh, you won at the last second. Did you?
I think I won
4-3?
at the last second. The very last second. Yeah, I did. Josh Anderson. Oh, damn. Josh Anderson, the Stick of Truth censored parts I found hilarious because of the description. So I'm not sure whether you're aware. So with Stick of Truth, when you approach the censored scenes, what they did is they put up a picture of a koala in the South Park style crying and being all sad. And it's essentially this is exactly what the scene is. And it puts into like vivid detail of what the scene is. Like they can't show it, but they'll tell you exactly that Randy Marsh is getting penetrated by like this device.
Scene, yeah. I can see why it would be banned.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, the Australian Classification Board does have a very clear stance on sexual violence, and having someone get unwillingly butt penetrated in an alien spaceship is some sexual violence.
Yeah, it is. Sure is. There's no denying that.
I'm ducking and weaving. Oh, damn.
I like twisting things.
Excuse me.
I tried to disguise you as a cough.
Why?
Because you get away with coughs. You don't want to watch me yawning.
Oh, that's true. I do cough all the time, as you pointed out in your lovely imitation of me.
Woo!
So I started playing Destiny again today. That was fun.
In time for Destiny 2.
Yeah, I know, right? Horrible idea, but I enjoyed it. Solid rally. Is that a fidget spinner on his arm? Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it actually is. Oh, wow, I was too busy looking at fidget spinner. God damn, I hate you.
I call it a propeller, but yeah.
But I also don't think Nintendo that understanding of current trends. They would intentionally put a fidget spinner in the game.
I don't know. It depends how long they've been around. This game's been in development for ages. What is that? That's
On the buzzer.
cool.
Josh Anderson says OMG. Don't know why.
Oh, I can disappear.
It is burn this game.
It is a fidget spinner.
I like my fidget spinner.
I got a Batman one, and I tried to take a video to show you.
Oh, I almost bought the Batman one like a couple days ago.
The day we were talking about it, I got
Yeah.
home and Jacinta's like, "Oh, my mum sent these things to the kids, but she thought that she saw on the news that some kid pulled it apart and choked on it, so you can have them now." And one was a Batman one, so I was trying to do this video on my phone. I got Jacinta to hold the camera, and I was gonna spin it so it's spinning, and then stop it just in time to stop it to see it's the Batman thing. And we did some demo videos. And we were in a rush to get somewhere. I never sent it, and now here we are talking about it.
I'm still very curious to see that.
But I don't know what it is. And for some reason, when she sends videos on her phone, they're just pixelated and crap. I don't know what she's doing, but it's bad. But that's a true story.
It's a pretty cool story. Maybe it can only take so many hits. Maybe that's...
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Oh, damn. Kids will always put stuff in their mouths. I thought maybe Jacinta would sort of get all mad because I remember reading an article that was like, I think I'm totally kidding here, but it's just like, fidget spinners will give your kids autism, not fix autism.
What scientific?
There is none. There actually is none.
Research was
But it's like I remember seeing an article that was like Peppa Pig will give your kids autism, or like something, or will give your kids like bad behavior. I thought that was very funny. I'm like, isn't Peppa Pig like really popular?
I think Peppa Pig's a jerk from what I saw.
Yeah, she sounds like probably a bit of a butthole. I don't know. My niece loves Peppa Pig. I couldn't give two shits personally, which is good because I'm an adult, but. Ah, poo.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, Ryan likes to watch Sarah and Duck.
What's Sarah and Duck?
It's some Netflix cartoon where the narrator starts the show. It's like the show starts as Sarah and Duck, quack. Sarah and Duck, quack. Sarah and Duck, and he says it like 10 times. I'm just like, God, I hate this show. And then this girl named Sarah walks around with a duck, and they just do random boring things. And then I long for like showing like Toy Story, Pixar movies. You can watch them as an adult, and you can watch them as a kid. Everybody's having fun.
Yeah, Millie and I just watched Ice Age today. She's like, James wanted to watch Ice Age. I'm like, James is 6 months old.
Ice Age.
She's like, I wanted to watch Ice Age.
That's what I want, like TV shows to that equivalent that you can enjoy. And I guess Adventure Time or other shows of that ilk, SpongeBob SquarePants, are kind of shows that you can enjoy as adults and the kids can kind of sit and watch it as well. But I'm stuck at that weird age where it's just like Sarah and Duck.
It's garbage, yeah.
I'm past beyond, was that the Night Garden? Do you get that one yet?
We have
the Night Garden?
James is 6 months old. He has no say in what we watch.
He doesn't really watch anything.
Like today, we're playing God of War together. And I really shouldn't be showing a 6 month-year-old like as I behead this Minotaur. But it was like, he didn't care. He was focused on the TV.
When God of War came out, 2012 or something?
Depends which one, but yeah.
God of War 3?
Yes, mate.
I remember playing with my housemate's daughter, Sarah, and I was playing God of War. And she's like, what's happening to that monster, Daddy? And it was like centaurs in the first level. And you like slice them down the stomach. And then
when you rip all their guts out, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, stop playing this game, please. And I'm like, what?
Okay, so Lee says, so many crap stories about that shit like that. I still remember a story linking eating bread to getting cancer. I think everything gives you cancer at this
Yeah,
point.
yes, Jake in the Neverland Pilot's pajamas, and he does watch Paw Patrol. We went and saw the live
I've
show.
heard Paw Patrol.
Yeah, Paw Patrol. He's a bit over that now.
The one that my cousin loved a lot was Octonauts. Fucked if I know what Octonauts is. But I think last I saw it was a teddy bear in a submarine or something.
Okay.
Stick around. Do you want to do some? Yeah, sure. We'll do that one for fun.
Bit of that.
Yeah. I'll go him.
Yeah, well, let's try this.
Ooh!
So we're fighting side by side, right?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure.
I am concerned of what Pooey shows James will like. You know how that'll change. Polar Bear. They teach you about the ocean. Very educational. Ladies and gents, be sure to soften your footsteps, cause damn it, I'm Biff and I'll be your commentator this evening. As always, I'm here to talk all things arms. Now you see him, now you don't. Now you only think you see him. Seriously, is that Ninja? This, quote, student of stealth is studying at Ninja College, or as it's officially named, Rasen Nijitsu University. So let's see if he's got what it takes to pass the test. Wait, where did he go now? Ed, and Eddie. Fuck, this going back. Get ready, the Arms Grand Prix is about to start. What were the shows that you grew up with?
Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, the Aladdin TV series, Batman the animated series, Spider-Man the animated series, Techno Man, Dragon Ball Z.
Gargoyles, says Jess.
Yeah, Gargoyles, very much so. I can't wait for a Gargoyles movie. Goliath, that'd be incredible. Wait, you said that gun was crap, didn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of coolish.
Why are we attached by a cord? And then all the Rugrats, Hey Arnold.
Yeah, see, Nicktoons was sort of my era, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I have such a soft spot for like Rocko's Modern Life and Cow and Chicken and Ren and Stimpy. Real Monsters I enjoyed. I enjoyed it at the time. I don't really remember it all that well.
Angry Beavers?
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I love Angry Beavers with, like, every part of my being. Like, it's just in that same vein of just batshit, you know. So good.
Yeah, there was this in Did you watch Disney's Gargoyle?
I'm aware of it, but I never actually watched it.
So I watched it. It came out in like the mid-early 90s. And
Cow
now,
and Chicken.
Years later, I watched it, which was about a decade ago now. So essentially, there's these gargoyles warring in medieval times.
Okay.
And this wizard puts a spell on their castle and turns... Because they come out in the night and they're gargoyles. And then in the day, they become statues.
Okay.
But this wizard puts a curse on them, and he says that until the castle flies above the clouds, they'll forever remain gargoyles.
Okay.
And then in the future...
So they're clearly people that have become gargoyles? Is that sort of the point?
No, they're actual gargoyles.
Okay.
But this wizard puts a spell on them so they can't turn into gargoyles anymore until that happens. So in the future, which is present day, this business mogul guy builds a skyscraper, and he gets the castle put on top of the skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's above the clouds now, technically.
So it got caught on a technicality.
Yeah, and then they come out at night and they're in modern day New York, and they name themselves like Brooklyn and all these other different things. There's a dog one, and Goliath is like voiced by Keith David, I believe, as the main gargoyle.
Should I know who that is?
He's the black guy from Everything. He's in Cloud Atlas. He's the black guy in that one, and he's in They Live. He's the black guy in that one, and he does a lot of voiceover. He did the you remember the episode of Community where they built those? It was a double episode where they built. It was like a war recreation kind of episode, and they had the pillow forts. He did the voiceover to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
It's
the
got
guy.
a deep kind of voice.
It's Ninjaras versus the Ramen Bomber. Dylan, you put up fangirling to shame. Put my fangirling. Oh, yeah. Oh, as in, like, she's like, I love this show. And you're like, well, here's all these facts about said show. So that's why we have Dylan. Dylan, like, In terms of a pop culturist, that is
Saints
Dylan.
Row.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Saints Row is a series I'm sort of glad is... I'm sad that it's not a thing. Although we do have like Agents of Mayhem coming out soon.
Oh yeah, Trapdoor. Yeah, like with the Nicktoons one, there was Roger Ramjet, Count Duckula.
Fuck Roger Ramjet. Like that was when I knew to change the channel from ABC.
That's when the news is about to start.
Yeah. I'm out.
I'm like, no, fun's over. Danger Mouse, if I said
like Batfink, I was a big fan of. It was stupid, but I loved it. Batfink with his what were they? His wings of steel or bulletproof wings or something. You know Batfink?
No.
What?
What is Batfink?
So Batfink was in the same sort of vein. It always happened about 10 to 6 on ABC, and it's this superhero-ish bat, and he had wings of
like
steel.
Superman suit.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that, like every and his sidekick karate. That's right.
No, got nothing. But I do remember, and I've forgotten it just now.
Cool.
What was it? Batfink. No, you lost me.
As it like the other week, I was watching. You know how Facebook is full of like only 90s kids will remember garbage.
Yeah.
Like one channel was like 90s and millennial kids. Like, and it was just a clip of like, do you remember all these shows growing up? And like everyone's like, oh my god, I love this show. I'm like, fuck, I'm old. Like everyone was like sort of reminiscing in a good way. I'm like, man, I feel really old now.
We got the year there, yeah. Yeah, and then there was all the What's Up Doc shows like Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, like Lee said there.
See, like it's funny because Animaniacs was around. Like Animaniacs was around, but like I don't have a fond memory of it. Like I don't really remember watching it. Because like not Saturday Disney, like like the Warner Brothers show on like Channel 9 or whatever, like
What's
that.
Up Doc, yeah.
Yeah, What's Up Doc? I don't think that was past my time. I just never really watched it. I guess I spent a lot of time more at ABC, if anything.
Yeah, Cat Dog is another one.
Oh, Cat Dog. Cat Dog.
One day with a wolf,
cat.
her baby was born in a closet, so no,
No,
3 out pound. Blah, 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 Cat Dog. Cat Dog.
So has it started again?
One fine day with a
Wolf and a purr. A baby was born in a Coors little store. No something buddy. No three-eye frog.
It's a little canine.
Little cat dog. Yeah, I know. Feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Yeah. And Hey Arnold. I have a soft spot for Hey Arnold too.
Yeah, Hey Arnold.
Side note though, with Hey Arnold, I can distinctly remember my first like fucking crazy nightmare.
Ooh. Nightmare? Was it the Pigeon Man?
No, there was an episode of like a haunted train.
Oh.
I don't remember the details, but all I remember is in my dream, I woke up as the train went around a corner. I was like, and then like that's what woke me up. I remember like, freaking out. I've been like what, 8, 9 at the time, not even.
Wow.
And that's about it. Other than that, that's all I remember. So yeah, I couldn't tell you anything what the episode was about. And I would be really curious to watch it again.
Yeah.
And be like, what the hell is wrong with me?
It still terrifies me now.
Yeah, I have nightmares. I'm like, I can't watch Hound anymore.
Really?
Oh, we're getting our ass kicked.
Oh, what? No, we are getting our ass kicked. I think that's it.
I also remember a lot of ABC shows that were sort of more, not the cartoon ones, but more of the live actiony ones. The one show that I probably loved the most, and I've spent literal years trying to find a copy of it, whether it be torrent, whether it be DVD or something. Yeah. It was a show called Jeopardy.
You're not talking about the game show.
Not Double Jeopardy, the show, as in. It was a group of Scottish kids in the Australian outback hunting for aliens.
Right. That's pretty cool.
And it sort of had this weird sort of like ongoing series vibe to it. So it was sort of really cool in terms of like it would have this overarching story and became this sort. It was like a kid's version of Prison Break in terms of just all of the you know, like government getting involved, and it's all sort of, you know, underground shady shit, and fuck, I love that show. That show was so good.
Was it Scottish or was it?
It was a BBC ABC co-op thing, yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of kids shows that I remember, like Spellbinder was like awesome. Did you ever watch that on Channel 9?
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
What? And then there was the second season, Spellbinder Land of the Dragon Lord. There was like Ship to Sea.
Oh my god, Ship to Sea.
And
holy shit, that theme
Hermes
song
and
alone.
Darkest, was that really
Then the red
annoying?
eyes, those red eyes at the end. So
Eyes?
at the end of the last series of Jeopardy, like that's how you knew they'd sort of been the aliens got them, right? They had one red eye. But one of the incredible things about the show, right? So it was just how it was shot. So it was like, there was always these cool shots of in trees and under bushes, and behind cars. So it's like there's always something watching them. It was really cool.
Wow. There was one I used to watch. This is way before your time, like 1990, and it was called The Miraculous Mellops.
What?
And it was this dodgy Australian TV show about the Mellops, which is a family consisting of two brothers, a daughter, and a father, and their mother had just passed away. And these aliens come to the planet from the moon, and they're looking for this device that seeks out their new leader. And the like star came down and hit a punch bowl, and it split into different beams of light that hit different things.
Okay.
So each thing has its own power. So they slowly discover, like, one day they put the collar on the dog, and the dog can, like, you can mind read from the dog now. So there's an apron that you put on. There's a bra that you put on that what's the bra do? The t-shirt makes you go invisible. The bra does something. Invader Zim is awesome. Anyway, I remember this show, loving it as a kid. And then we found it on YouTube about 2 months ago, and I've been watching it every night. And it's so bad, but they have full episodes on YouTube, and it's like the best.
Actually, okay, I did find Jeopardy. So I did find a YouTube playlist of Jeopardy.
Well, episodes or just like the intro?
The episodes, like someone had done it. Like, I was going to rip them one by one so I could sort of watch it. Another one that always used to ring my bell, that rang my bell, was, speaking of bad Aussie ones, it was called the Wayne Manifesto.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the Wayne, and it had like the animated intro.
Yep, the claymation.
On the clothesline.
Yep.
Yep, Wayne Manifesto.
And like his dad had like toilets or something. There was the spaceman. Like I vaguely remember. But I loved it. I vaguely remember it, but I loved it.
And Round the Twist, of course.
Oh, Round the Twist is a given. And Genie from Down Under.
Yeah, I know the theme song. It was on.
My mum oddly loved that show. I can't tell you why, but my mum straight up loved it.
Genie from Down Under.
Genie. Right. Oh, another one that was also really cool that I enjoyed at the time.
Yeah.
Was Ace Lightning. It was the whole concept of the show was there was a video game called Ace Lightning, and a big thunderstorm, coincidentally, hits the town, and it causes the kid's computer gets the shock, and makes all the game characters enter the real world.
Oh.
And then he has to help them get this essentially their version of a Triforce.
Yeah.
Together, so then they can put the bad guys all back. It was this cool sort of CG blend with live action. Where's getting our ass kicked in this one?
Yeah, anytime video games are depicted in TV shows, it's just...
Oh, Animorphs, yeah.
Oh, well.
Did you ever watch Animorphs?
It was on.
I loved those books growing up, so the show was just spectacular for me. Invader Zim was one I never had access to.
Yeah, Beta Zim's a big one for me. That came out in like 2001, and Jonan Vasquez was like this comic book writer, and he made this like out of this world, really dark kind of humor, dark show about Zim, who's an Urkin invader, and he's like Urkin race invade planets, and Zim is like the shittest. And they had Operation Impending Doom 1, and he got overexcited and got in the big machine and started trashing the planet, not realizing they had left their own planet first. So they hate him. So they give him the crappiest planet. Like they got this big map of planets, and like you can go to, and there's like this post-it note down the bottom corner. It's like Earth, and they give him. They each get these little robots that kind of help them along the way, and they didn't want to give him one that they'd made, so they got some out the trash of spare parts and made it called Gur, and it's like this retarded kind of version of it. He's like, I love you, and he's like,
we won finally.
And yeah, and so they go to Earth, and he tries to disguise himself as a human, and it doesn't go well. And Dib is like this X-Files nut who's like believes in aliens, Bigfoot, and everything. He's like, clearly this kid has green skin, like it's an alien. And like, whatever, man. Remember the time you were looking for Bigfoot? And he was like, what's he say? He was eating my trash, something like that. But there's this one episode where there's this kid Keith who loves him, and like, we're best as friends. And he eventually rips his eyes out with these metal things and replaces his eyes with like robot eyes. And it's like this really like morbid ending. And what was the other one? These weird baby aliens. It's so good.
Does it still hold up now?
Yeah. Like everybody's requesting. It's one of those ones that got cancelled after 2 seasons, and the figures are rare. They kind of stopped producing them.
Because like I remember it was Cartoon Network, wasn't it?
Nickelodeon.
You sure?
Yeah. 100%.
In my head it was Cartoon Network.
Definitely.
All right, well then my apologies.
Because Zim still appears in like the Nicktoons games, like if there's a Nick Party or whatever.
Because I don't remember that being on free-to-air TV.
No, it was on Foxtel.
Yeah, so I grew up with Ozstar as it was in country Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I grew up with Ozstar probably like up until I was like 8, 9, and then we got rid of it. So like anything that came on Foxtel after then, I had nothing. Like I had no context for.
Yeah, because if you didn't have Foxtel, you missed out on so many things growing up. Like everything from America we didn't have.
Like, but the one show that I love and I still love to this day, and it's getting a reboot, pun intended, is Reboot. Did you?
Yeah, I watch Reboot.
Oh,
Not
man.
as much as you. You seem to be a massive fan.
Oh my god, I have the game, I have figures.
There was
I have
Hexadecimal.
everything. Hexadecimal was one of the villains, yeah,
Villains,
with
yeah.
Megabyte. She was one that had the...
Megabyte had the big purple chin.
Yep, voiced by, a really cool dude whose name I've completely lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he passed away a couple years back.
Oh.
It was really sad.
Hexadecimal was like a spidery kind of chick.
Yeah, and she had the, the mask. That's how she sort of
Smile face.
do the hand wipes, and that would change her face.
What was the name?
The main characters was Bob, Enzo, and Dot.
Yeah. Can you do the intro?
Oh.
This is my land.
I come from the net. I search through systems, peoples, and cities for this place. Mainframe.
Their hopes, their dreams.
Defend my friends, their hopes and dreams, and defend them from their enemies. So like, what I love about Reboot is like now that I'm older and I understand pop culture references more, that show is littered with pop culture references.
The one time where I tipped my hat to them, like, this is a clever show, is they had the FBI agents, and one was fax modem.
Yep.
Like Fox Mulder, and I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, and like there's an episode where, because when they would go into the games, right?
Yeah.
They went into like what was essentially Mad Max.
Yeah.
And like Megabyte, because it was a corrupted game, so it sort of fucked around with the people that were in there. Mm-hmm. And Megabyte became this giant truck, and it was Mad Max. It was fucking fantastic.
And that was like massive. I don't know if it was before Toy Story, but
it was the first fully CG TV series ever made.
Definitely. And it wasn't like bad.
Like going back and watching the first series now, it's kind of shoddy. But like the third season and like the 2 movies are just spectacular.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, Damon Rising and My Two Bobs, I think it's called.
And he had like the dreads, like little purple dreads. Grey hair and blue skin. You run out of battery?
Shouldn't have.
Double press. There you go.
Let's just drop signal for a moment.
Cyber Chase, that math show.
Cyber Chase.
Oh yeah, if we get into Oh, that happened. If you get into game shows, did you watch like Challenger on Channel 9?
No.
Did you watch Amazing?
Amazing rings a bell. What was the one that was on this kind of slope and it was all these
Oh, you had to
screens
go up?
and like there was the screens. It was going up or down. I can't remember, but you had to like you would step on it and it'd be like turn and go left and like one of those dumb quiz
I
shows.
can't remember what that one's called. No, Amazing was awesome. Like it was on Channel 7 and they'd have to go and spell out words with letters, and then round 2 they'd have to play like Super Nintendo games. So they'd play like Unicycle and Mario Kart and PopC and try and collect as many points as they could, and then they'd go into a maze and have to find keys or things, and they had like Donkey Kong statues. It was awesome. I always wanted to go on that show when I was a kid.
I mean, Guts was one I always wanted to go on because I said that I happened to have Foxtel or Ozstar during like the peak of Nickelodeon, like right when it could do no wrong. It had like that temple show with like the face.
Yeah.
Go Stop. That was the name of the one.
Yeah.
So I was right in the peak.
Hidden Temple?
Yeah, Legend of the Hidden Temple. Like that was right at its just the best of Nickelodeon would ever be. So like we essentially got rid of it just as sort of SpongeBob came in and then changed everything that Nickelodeon was. Yes, like Guts was someone I always loved. Like I loved when they climbed Crag Rock at the end. And
I don't know what Guts is.
okay, so Guts was essentially an extreme sports show for kids.
Okay.
It would be they would have like really insane things. It would have like like the big bungee cords, and you would have to like bounce trampoline into hoops and like it was just crazy kid shit. And at the end there was a giant mountain. It was called Crag Rock, I think it was. And you had to climb it. And like while they're up there, people are lobbing like big boulders
Like
of foam and
blocks,
so like knock kids down and like fuck them up. And yeah, it was a really good show.
The American ones are just incredible. And you always win something lame. It always had to be something educational.
Yeah, congratulations, your school won a microscope. Like, fuck yeah.
Encyclopedia set.
But then they'd also have really cool ones, and there would be like, really cool ones, sort of like big game packs and stuff.
I always try to, on Saturday Disney, send in pictures and stuff, and be like, how we can get like a whole lot of like Super Soakers and a Game Boy. Those were the days. Yeah, Encyclopedia Britannica. It's a CD-ROM encyclopedia.
The other thing that like, just to sort of like this as an example of sort of like where my time with Nickelodeon came from. Example, like I remember they had this newsletter, a monthly newsletter called Nick News, and like I remember getting the first original, like it was like black and white and was clearly like 40 cents to make, and then they just started getting really good out of nowhere. And I wish I still had them. No one would care. They're not collector's items in any way,
Just cool.
but I just wish I still had them. And it'll have a lot like it's essentially like K-Zone. Remember the K-Zone?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like K-Zone before K-Zone. It was just all Nickelodeon shit. It had a bunch of cool things. It would always come with something cool. Yeah, it was awesome. God, I miss Nickelodeon.
You can still watch it. It still exists.
Yeah, but I don't have Foxtel, and I wouldn't buy Foxtel now.
If you had Foxtel for free, would you watch it?
Probably. If I had free Foxtel, you have no idea the amount of dumb shit that I would watch.
But it's dictated by what's on at that time. You've got to monitor it.
Well, like, see, that'll be the thing, right? So, like,
You'd have to get the
my parents
TV
like,
schedule out and circle what you want to watch.
My mum and my stepdad have Foxtel. So when I would go there, I would just watch the dumbest shit. Like, I'd be like, all right, what's on History Channel? Here we go, a documentary about how tires are made. I'm like, all right. See, like I said, yeah, back when we had Foxtel and All-Star, there was less ads, because it wasn't as bad as it is now. Where now, because they need to make money somehow, that they have no choice but to jam it with ads. So that there was still a time when cable TV didn't have ads.
When have you last lived by, like, this TV show is on at this time, I can only watch it then?
When I lived, so before I moved into this house.
And what was that show?
So Good Game was one. I used to watch that every Tuesday at 8:30 on ABC2. It's probably one of the big ones. I used to. Wednesday nights were my trashy TV nights, where I would watch hardcore porn. You know, the porn show. Yep. Swamp People and American Pickers. That was my Wednesday night. It would be from 7:30 until like 10:30. Like that was what I would do. That's like, actually no, 6:30 would start with Pit My Ride. You know, that was it. That would be what I used to watch.
Yeah, I seem to turn, if I ever watch Channel 7, I think it's Channel 7, yeah it is. American Pickers is on. It was on last night and I watched it. If it was last night or Wednesday, whatever day it was, they've got the horrible Australian versions of things.
Oh, what?
Like there's American Pickers or Australian Pickers. I think it's just called Pickers.
Yeah.
And they just try so hard. You know, in American Pickers where they've got
like they're just genuinely cool dudes.
Yeah, they seem like real normal people. Like, I know about this, I don't know about that, I'll call this dude. But they're always like bogans that seem to be reading off a script. And then, like, you know, the girl they've got back at the base that calls like, hey guys, got anything? But this woman is like reading off a script and she's just so horribly acting.
I think the Australian accent really falls flat when it comes to acting. Like, for some reason, it always seems so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like a performance thing, because, you know, we've got incredible Australian actors, you know, like,
but how many
like Hugo Weaving and whatever, you know what I mean?
seen?
Like, but like, think about it. When, like, the second you hear that Aussie accent in a movie, you go, oh. And it just feels bad. It's like this is going to be a bad performance, but like it never is. Like well, I take that back. Like infrequently it is.
Like I cringe every time I watch the prequels and Australians turn up, and I'm like, stop it.
Oh, like people that you know.
Yeah.
Like the guy that's like not Panaka, but like the second one. You know, the guy that's clearly in Play School. Yeah.
Yeah, at the start. But I was watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's got a lot of Australians because it was filmed on the Gold Coast, and they didn't feel as bad because most of them were like actors like David Wenham from
but he's like good.
Yeah, everything, Lord of the Rings, and he was in Iron Fist just recently.
So that's what I'm saying. Like those, like when there's like, it's like I'm certainly not questioning the performances. I just. Like it just feels bad when you watch an Australian come up and do something.
And like the what's it called?
Sorry. Jess asked, "Are you going to watch Screenplay?" Which is Hex and she's not can't be referred to as Hex. Her and Nick Boyd now have a show on Channel 7. Hi Miles, thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, they launched their show this week. It's called Screenplay.
When can we see it?
It's on the YouTubes. I was watching it just before we came in here, actually.
What is it? Screenplay?
No, it's called Screenplay. Like it's a video game show. You had my interest for a moment.
Yeah, it's like movies. We'll check it out.
Yeah, look, I love Nick Boyd. I think Nick Boyd's fantastic. So if you put him on my screen, I'm gonna watch it because I think he's great. Yeah, so like I'll probably watch a lot of that because I think Hex or Steph, because they can't use the name Hex. Hex is connected to.
Get out.
Good game. No. I think it's more of a branding thing. It's like it's not.
She wants to change it.
She's like, all right, well, Hex was over here, Nick Boy was over there, so now it's Nick and Steph.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna watch the shit out of that. It was great. What were we talking about before that?
Top Gear is another one where they try and make an Australian, because those guys genuinely seem like friends who give each other shit.
Yeah.
And then you see like the Australian version, like, yeah, we're buddies as well. I'm like, no, you're not.
Miles asks, what's your favorite character in the game?
I
like this ninja
play
dude.
with or to character style.
I guess both.
Probably Ninjaro or Kid Cobra.
Hey, it's Bad Wolf again. Hey man, how you doing? I'm not gonna call him by their name though.
It's the Bad Wolf.
I like playing as anyone with like just standard boxing fists. So like Ribbon Boy, whatever his name is, Springman, and Ninjagoro are pretty good dudes.
Yeah.
I visually like the DNA guy. I think he looks cool. Miles the same as you, Kid Cobra.
That's the way to go.
I visually like the look of the Goo Man, Helix. I think it's kind of cool.
He looks the worst animated. Like when he gets knocked down and liquids back up, it looks like bad. The animation's off. It's like not very good. That's the only time I noticeably look at the graphics and think, of course I don't get knocked down very much, so you probably wouldn't see it.
What talking about before we stepped into screenplay?
You were given crap to Australian.
Oh shit, that we watched.
Figures?
Yeah. I haven't actually watched free-to-air TV in a while. Like I think Netflix was down or the internet was down for like about 2 hours. So like, fuck, I guess I'm gonna have to watch free-to-air TV, and it was garbage. And like,
would not watch TV.
And the ads made me so mad. And like the garbage that is like My Kitchen Rules, and then just terms like the fake, like that fake reality shit.
I like shows like that because it makes me feel like the world still exists. Like, do you ever watch I Am Legend with Will Smith? And he had these big ass tapes that he'd put on to play the morning show every morning.
No.
Like, I Am Legend, where the zombies have taken over the world.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he makes breakfast every morning, tries to live his day as if it was normal, and he puts the like morning show, like Sunrise or whatever it is, on.
Okay.
In America. So yeah, if there was a zombie apocalypse or I was trapped alone somewhere, I'd put on MasterChef because it feels relevant. It feels now. It feels like other people are watching it, and it just makes me feel like the world exists outside somewhere. So I would do that if there was a zombie apocalypse.
Not a chance. If I had the choice, I would just not.
Just get bitten.
Yeah, I'm like, I would like, all right, cool. Like that's when I'd go fall back on DVDs. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You need something like a TV show, on-running TV show.
Yeah.
We don't do free to air. It's all Netflix or download. Legal downloads, you mean, off iTunes? Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, so we're watching. So what are some other shows we sort of grew up with? Even because we talked about our childhood in terms of young age. What are some sort of influential TV shows from your youth? Baywatch.
Again, TV is like video games. It's hard because if you miss one episode, you don't know what's going on. And again, in growing up, like I watched Smallville, and I was so excited watching Smallville when it first came out. It was so clever that Clark Kent was in love with Lana Lang, and when he went over to talk to her, he'd get weak at the knees and nervous because she's got a kryptonite necklace.
Oh, so it's nothing to do with like he thought he was in love, but it was just...
Well, you're nervous and bubbling around girls, but it was double that. And I'm like, I love this show. And then I remember I used to record it on VHS, and I missed like the 6th episode. And I was like begging my mum, like, Mum, can you call Channel 9 and ask if you can get a copy?
Good night, Josh Anderson. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did.
Fun hanging out. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, and so she literally called Channel 9 and said, can I get a copy of Smallville for my son? And they're like, no, this copyright thing's it's not possible. And I was devastated. So
what's your mom's name again? Sorry, Elena?
Elaine.
Elaine. Dude, solid work by Elaine. My parents would have been like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And like, they would have just left it at that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you couldn't get box sets, so I was like, well, that's it. I'm not watching this show ever again.
Depending on how far you're going back, right? Like X-Files, right? If you missed X-Files, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because, at the end, like, occasionally you would get, like, a random assortment VHS.
Yeah, you get 3, like, part two of an episode, and then a random episode.
Here's, like, 4 episodes that really don't link together, but we just put them on in a video.
Different seasons completely. Yeah. So it was difficult. X-Files? I watched the X-Files. When it was in its like dodgier seasons, by the time I was old enough
the later end ones.
Yeah.
A show that it's the one that I think about now that my dad and I used to watch like religiously, which I haven't thought about in years. I reckon it probably sucks. Was Crossing Jordan.
That's an old one.
Like Dad and I used to watch it every Wednesday. It used to be on Wednesday at 9:30. It was the one show we used to watch before we all went to bed. And I don't know why I thought of that. It's like, who the hell thinks about Crossing Jordan ever?
Is that a medical show or a cop show?
I think it was a cop show.
Right, okay. You must have been paying a little attention. We finished the game. Yay.
Hey!
Go team. Law and Order was always on, and I'd always stick around to find out.
Criminal Intent. Love Criminal Intent.
Criminal Intent, yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio. That was good. And then I think Jeff Goldblum came on for a while.
Yeah, he did, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, even like shows that I love, right? Like, I love Prison Break. Prison Break is one of my favorite shows of all time. I am still yet to watch the new season.
Why? Even the first episode to get in the zone.
I have it prepared.
Yes.
But I've not watched it yet. I don't know why. I just haven't sat down to watch it.
Do I have to pay to get Max Brass, or does he just come?
Miles Howard says Max Brass is going to be DLC character next month.
So he was the boss we just fought. I don't know if you saw him because we were just punching.
Oh, I didn't pay any attention. I was talking to you.
He's like some Roman-looking guy.
Okay.
We just whipped his ass.
Like, there's no season pass or anything for this game, is there?
I'm not aware of. But I would like more downloadable characters. That'd be cool.
Would you buy a season pass for this game if it gave you one? Seeing as we didn't pay for this.
I would buy just the characters. I don't care.
No, that's a season pass. As in, like, you pay $30 and you get more.
If they had more.
So Chris Conway says Stargate is the best show of all time, hands down the best. Chris, you and my wife would get along very well. My wife loves Stargate. So there's currently there's this convention coming to Melbourne called Return to the Gate, and it's essentially like they've got Richard Dean Anderson. They've got
Jack O'Neill.
They've got who played the woman?
Oprah.
Nope, the blonde woman from Stargate. She's coming as well. So is the guy that plays Daniel Jackson. So everyone but Tilk, I think.
Oh.
So like there's like the three main casts coming to this small convention.
Cool. She going?
I'm like, do you want to go? She's like, oh, it's expensive. I'm like, we've got to fucking go. You love Stargate, and like this, like if you could see them all in the same room, like
it would be good.
Like if they're like, there's a Prison Break convention in Melbourne. I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, because they
and you'd be like, I love Prison Break. It's like, what do you think of the new series? I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Sorry, Dominic Purcell, I didn't watch it.
Amanda Tapping, that's the one. Yeah, so like they have it because Millie's also a big. Let's just do this again. Millie's also a big fan of Supernatural, and they have a series like the same guys, Hub Productions. They have I think it's called All Hell Breaks Loose.
The TV series?
No, it's a convention. And they bring people like the one that just went, and they brought both stars of Supernatural.
Jensen Ackles
and
Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki. I'm way too tired. Yeah, and like they brought both of them, and they come frequently. Like I think they understand like this is like
a show.
Like this is a die-hard little convention, and like the showrunners at Supernatural, the stars of Supernatural, they understand, they get it, and they like, oh, we're going to the Australian thing again. They're like, okay, cool.
Where's it held?
It's in like it's just like some hall somewhere. Like it's bigger than I'm giving it credit for.
Yeah, but not as big as a convention.
Like it's not like Supernova huge, but it's massive. Like as in like they know what it is, and they're happy to come and hang out.
That sounds fun.
I found like cause so Darren, our buddy at Gifts of the Geek, he works with Hub Productions a lot to sort of make it. So he told me about it like just before it happened. I'm like, you didn't tell me this fucking months ago, and I would have like gone. But I think I'm gonna have to buy tickets to the Stargate for the wife.
Well, I always want to ask these people like, why do you come to conventions? Like, is it A, because you're not getting work at the moment and you want to get some money? Is it B, it's a free holiday to another country? Is it C, that you just adore admiration and you want people to cheer for you and ask you questions and adore you? Like,
I like your very cynical approach to it.
That's right. Well, I'm like, what is the thing that brings you to these conventions? Because there's a lot of people that are like well past their prime and like this is their cash cow.
Yeah.
And then there's people who are working, like Jason Momoa is going to be at the Oz Comic Con.
See, Jason Momoa, if he never makes another movie, he's fine. He's got Stargate Atlantis, he's got Game of Thrones. What's that thing he was in that was kind of huge? Well, now he's in DC. So he's got, like, he could literally... He could run conventions for the rest of his career. Like he could, he's like, are you gonna be in the next?
He was in Baywatch as well.
Yeah, like, are you gonna be in the next Justice League movie? Like, no, I'm just gonna like run my Game of Thrones, convention.
Yeah, he could, but then he still comes to these conventions. Is like, why does he do it?
I think it's the fan thing, right? Well, I guess I'm sure the money helps. It's like we're going to pay you a big ton of money.
Well, I don't know how much money they'd be giving him.
That's another thing. So having a chat with Darren,
he makes like billion-dollar movies. Like surely he's getting paid in the millions to be in Justice League.
but it's also promotion as well for that movie, which doesn't really need it.
You know, there's like him going to France for like a junket for Justice League, and then him turning up at like the Oz Comic Con convention in Adelaide to talk about anything.
So I was talking to Darren about this, right? Because I asked him the question. I'm like, how much does it cost to like bring someone like this in? Because you know he brings in I knocked out. So he does bring in a lot of the talent. Like he brings in a bunch of. See, his rule of thumb though is he doesn't bring in the big names. He brings in solid actors, not character actors and stuff. People that you may not expect, but still do really good stuff. Like he brings in a lot of Scrubs guys.
Whoa, that's rough calling actors scrubs.
Like he's like good buddies with the Todd.
Todd, yeah, the Todd's been at a couple.
Yeah, and like that Darren's made that happen.
Yeah, and those are the people I like to see. Like the everyday actors, not the big celebrities.
Yeah, and that's why Darren does it, because he wants to bring in these cool guys that you like they're not going to get in the thousands of numbers, but they are cool. So like an example is Darren helped bring Marion Gigliotti and Brian O'Halloran back for Oz Comic Con.
Yeah, the Clerks guys.
Yeah, so having Marion come over, I'm like, fuck, man. Like we met Brian O'Halloran at AMC, which no longer exists now. So I guess they're probably open to whoever will give them money. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, if you were a movie star and you made, I don't even know, like $10 million for a performance in a movie, how long would $10 million last you? Because to me, I'd be like, see you later, suckers. I'm living off this for my life. Buy a house and just live off the rest of it. But then if you live a Hollywood lifestyle, like $10 million for a mansion in the Hollywood Hills.
See, like that's the thing. Like if we happen to make celebrity money, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy a mansion. I would probably buy a slightly bigger house than
you say that now, but then dollar bill.
No, but like as in like I don't need a mansion. I'm quite comfortable with this house.
You say that, and then
no, but like I'm not going to build like I'd buy a nice standard house.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to buy a fucking mansion with like 38 bedrooms or anything. I'll certainly buy PopC Studios. That would be a must.
With 38 bedrooms.
Yeah, that's what all the bedrooms are. Yeah.
But yeah, like you could, if you were a normal everyday person with everyday, tastes, but then you'd want to get like a fancy car, and then
I wouldn't want like a sports car or anything. I'd buy a nice like family car.
But then there'd be the upkeep of like a fancy car. You know what I mean? And then that costs
like that's
money.
like boats. Robin's like, I'm so rich, I bought this fucking boat.
Yeah, and then you got to store the boat somewhere. You've got to like maintain it.
Well, there you're in the chat. If you were to somehow make $10 million, how would you spend that $10 million? How would you break it down? What would you do?
Yeah, like you should invest it straight away and in housing or something, and then make more money and live off it. But then again, like a crap ton of vintage Star Wars toys is pretty good spending.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I would buy a bunch of unnecessary shit.
But would you give it away to people? That's always the big question.
Money.
Like if you made, let's say, $50 million, won it from the lottery, would you give some of that money to your friends and family?
Yes.
How would you dole it out? To people who are more important to you, family members get more?
There are a ton of family that wouldn't get any money because fuck them.
Right.
It would come down to my close family and friends, I guess. So like, I would help you out. I would help Josh out. Sort of people like that. Like a couple of one of my good friends from back home. Mm-hmm. I'd help my dad out for sure. My mum and my stepdad are quite well off, so they wouldn't need as much help. But I would give my dad everything he would need.
But then is it a matter of like, okay, I'm gonna give my mum $50,000. I'm gonna give my dad $50,000. Then I've got friends that I want to help out, but they're friends, they get $10,000 each. But then why does Josh get 30,000? Why does Dylan only get 10?
Mm.
And then why do you gave it to Josh? Why don't you give it to me, guy that I kind of know? You're like,
I'd be like, you aren't these are like my close friends.
Yeah, but even then they're like, well, I really need it, you know?
I'm like, well, you're really showing how much of a friend you are right now by being a fucking asshole about the money. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the decision. Like if anyone that was like, nah, it's cool, man. I'm like, you're getting money.
Yeah. Like, I don't really want any money. You just got $100 million.
But guess what?
I only made 50.
Guess what? Here's $10,000. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the thing. You know what I mean? Like imagine the stress relief if I was to win a ton of money and then I was to give you and just send her some cash.
So Chris, why does your brother only get one though?
I don't like the combination of arms I have on this character.
You can change it out.
2 mil to my mum, dad 2 each to my kids, and 1 to my brother, and 5 for me and the wife. 3 for me and the wife. Okay, cool.
I don't blame your math, but why is your brother only getting 1 though? What did he do wrong?
Fuck him. I want to change my character. Start over. I'll go ribbon go.
I mean, I'd like to be of the mindset of like, look, you had nothing, now you've got $10,000. Shut up.
Yeah. I mean, you might be one of those things. I'm like, I don't have to give you shit.
Yeah.
Like as I said, like one of the things I would do without a doubt is I'd buy my dad a house.
Ooh.
Because he's currently renting at the moment. Like he had a house in Tarragona when we grew up. But he doesn't live. No one lives in Tarragona anymore, so he sold it. So he's currently trying to get a house again. I'll be like, here's a house.
How much does the house cost though?
I'll give whatever he wanted.
You have a house. How much does it cost?
This house cost us $400,000.
Okay. Yeah, so you could buy a house.
Chris says, well, my brother was young. My brother's younger than me, and he was a little bit of a dickhead growing up. He says Bellend, but I elaborated, and he can take the mill or just get jack shit. Well, that's a good attitude to have, right?
Would you dole it out in like $100 at a time? Be like, listen, mate, you've got $1 million, but you're a dick, so I decide when you get it.
So look, you're gonna get $1 million, but
you're gonna OD
you get $1 million in $20
anything.
notes, and you'll get it when I decide you get it.
Yeah. I have to approve everything you spend it on. Like, no, prostitutes aren't cool. You're not getting that. No, you're
Oh, and obviously I would reinvest a ton of money in like James and like his education, that sort of shit.
True.
Oh, and I'd pay off my hex debt, because fuck my hex debt.
True.
But then I'd also buy all like the pointless garbage that I've always wanted I've never been able to buy.
But then you'd be out of pocket.
I would quit my job and I would do this full time. And I would, yeah, so that would be the other benefit. Like if I could have enough money to help you and Josh, I'd be like, this money's, yeah, here you go, quit your job, be smart with it, let's make this better.
Let's do this. I'll be like, here's $10,000 co-worker. Get out now. Pay off your credit cards. You don't have to work to kind of pay off your debts. Just get out of there.
See, that'd be the thing though, because like, Chris, I have it set up so he gets 5 cents in his account, very minimal, just for the lols. I just drip feed him money for the next like 5 years.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, we're talking about all this. Like, if we were to win a ton of money, I've bought one Tats Lotto ticket in my entire life, and I won Jack. So I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'm a really bad gambler. Like, I don't find gambling that interesting at all. We're getting our butt kicked.
I haven't paid attention to what I'm doing for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, I got no idea.
I'm just mashing and things. Like, I literally, it's like when you're driving and you're like, oh my god, I'm home. How did I do that? That's not good.
You're an autopilot.
Yeah. And
Well, we
there's
can
all
also
this-
wrap this up. We have been going for over 2 hours.
all this
We've done our usual
burning
2
in the
hours.
background.
So we can sort of wrap this up if we feel the need.
Yeah, let's give it another 16 minutes showing.
Yeah, bring it up to the half hour.
Yeah.
All right. So if in the chat, if you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. Okay, so Chris says, if I had money, I'd pay Josh to come fix my aircon because it's fucking broken. So those that don't know, Josh has been working with his dad, who is a aircon and heater maintenance man. And the other day, Josh he was like, Chris. Oh, this Chris and partner. I forget his partner. Oh, sorry, I don't remember your partner's name, Chris. It says, yeah, these. Like, he's like, I know these names. This is very familiar. He walks up to the house. He's like, oh fuck, it's Chris Conway, hey man.
It's Josh and the Pop Culture is here to fix my.
Yeah, so he said, he's like, the internet came in my house.
That's handy. He still charged you.
Oh yeah, didn't charge any less.
No. Still hard work. And not many options. Boing. A barrel roll. Oh.
Lee, it's like people saying, quote, I won $50 on the pokies last night, end quote. And it's like, yeah, but how much money did you spend? $250. Yeah, like see, I don't gamble because I put enough effort into getting the money. Like, I'm not going to put effort into losing it unnecessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ah.
Chris said he didn't fix it. He told me it was dead and didn't come back. What a scumbag.
How much do you charge for that? Don't answer.
Full price.
He's $100 of free advice. It's broken. And it ain't coming back. I can't be a famous YouTube star all the time is what Josh said when he turned up. I thought it was you for some reason. And I was looking at my screen, so I'm like, why am I facing the wrong way? Uh-oh. Move it cider.
On the... Oh, I thought it was on the buzzer.
Oh, what happened? I just die.
Chris, we rent, so I let some other dick worry about it. That's the benefit, man, of renting.
Renting's pretty cool when you can be like,
I'm gonna be like, just
something's not working, fix it.
fix this. But like in my house, I'm like, oh man.
We're going without that for a while.
Like, say this broken, like, I don't have the money to fix that.
That's why I like telling people at work to be like, look, if it's a high bill and you've got an issue, just get an electrician out. It's free from your landlord. They can deal with it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
If there's something you even suspect as faulty for a second,
Like, that's, like, I used to always say, like, that's part of your agreement with your landlord. Like, they're supposed to fix shit if it doesn't work. You know, you pay them rent for that reason. Ooh, that was smooth. I like that one. For information, Ryan, betting on esports is fun, and I understand what's going on. Holy shit, that's probably a good... Maybe that's what I need to do. Because, like, like when people talk about betting in terms of, like, oh, I put a multi on a thing, and I put, you know, a fucking thing on a horse, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
I like betting on the Academy Awards. I do that.
If I could bet, if I could have bet on E3, I probably would have been okay.
You would have won.
I would have won. I would at least won. It was Microsoft until they're like, well, you said Scorpion instead of the Xbox One X.
Yeah, you didn't mention. You didn't say Microsoft.
You didn't say Crackdown 3. You said Crackdown.
Yeah. Exactly. You got to be very.
I do
specific.
appreciate Jess and Lee coming to my defense on that.
I haven't noticed.
So there's in the comments, they're like, there's a difference between being specific and being pedantic. Buttholes.
You said the whole question. You were very pedantic about that.
Oh, no, that was more Josh. I was like, let's go half points, man. Like, but when we first did it, Josh was like, nah, whole points. I'm like, all right.
Well, you should have been like, Microsoft will announce a new console that is going to be $4.99, and the guy announcing it was wearing a red shirt, black shoes, and a blue tie. Yeah, so this is just a cool chill out game.
We've been having a quite obscure and stupid conversation,
Yeah.
but it was great. And just sort of, you still have a rough idea what's going on. It's kind of
And if you do want to
chill.
entertain your kids, like the kids can play it intently, and you can just be like sit next to them, mashing buttons, be like, yeah, we
and
did
because
it.
like it is a very kid friendly sort of fighter. So it's not like a Tekken as an example. Oh fuck, nice conversion.
It's not too technical. It's easy to pick up and get a hang of. Counter-Strike Semi. Super fun, made 120.
Oh, so you made money on the semi-finals for Counter-Strike. All right, cool. See, esports is something I've never really dived into. Like, I guess I'm in the same sort of mindset of like the problem with the masses is, right? I'm like, why would you want to watch people play games? And then saying that, like, I watch live streams like all the fucking time.
We're doing a live stream.
We're doing a live stream right now on the buzzer. Well done. And I guess the games, I was saying before to Lee, Axe will be all like, I killed your daddy, I win. I killed your daddy. Oh, when they're playing the game.
Yeah, I have to keep telling Ryan, like, no, they're not dead. He's just knocked out. He's asleep. Because he's like, you killed him. I'm like, I didn't kill him. No. It's not all about killing. It's just like, you put him to sleep.
Like, you gave him blunt force trauma,
like,
and now he's asleep.
Yeah, I'm like, KO means knockout. You've knocked them out. And he's like, yeah, he's dead. I'm like, not dead.
Well, I guess from playing Zelda, where you literally stab people.
Well, I think they disappear in Zelda, don't they?
Yeah, but you still have to stab them.
Yeah, but like, he loves turning animals into meat. I don't think he understands that you're killing the animal, or that like meat is a pig or meat is a cow, and that's
He
why
just finds it
kills
funny.
them.
You stab them and they become
Well, I'm
meat.
just like, we turned them to meat. Yeah, we did. So I don't know if he gets like when you go to the shop and the meat there, that was an animal.
See, Dota is massive in esports. Yeah, and I don't understand Dota in the slightest. Then Jess says, and then it will be, but why? But why? Why is he not dead? Why is he knocked out? Why is it,
Yeah, I'm like, because you punched him really hard and he knocked him out.
See, right now, James doesn't say anything. The only thing he says is dad. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, cool.
I
What?
agree.
Yeah, I'm like, I support that.
That is true.
So what he's really enjoying, because when he does that, like, I don't think he's entirely associated dad with me yet. Like, he knows that I will respond, and I think he gets a lot of enjoyment out of me responding. He's like, dad. I'm like, yeah, little man. He's like, I'm like, what? You asked for me. He gets a good solid little giggle out of it. I think he's starting to realize that when he says things happen.
Gets a reaction.
Like, he's only 6 months old, so he's not smart enough to fully comprehend it. But it's just like, oh my god, if I say words, you'll look at me. So then he'll sit down and go quiet, and then he'll go, no. I'm like, what's up? It's like, yeah. And I think I'm giving him more credit. I don't think he's that smart, but I like thinking that he's that smart.
Getting worse.
Until he starts working out, like, I want him to know mum. That's what I want, to say mum. But that'll come in time. It's easier because dad is just easier to say. It's just noise. It's just dad.
Yeah, true.
And mum is like a very different like mouth shape. Smooth. I like this mode a lot, actually. I don't know why. It's so simple. It's really good.
I guess you keep just whooping them. Well, oh, so it's first to 10. That's what happens. That makes sense.
Well, it's just simple. You just sort of punch and you can like... It's just blocking each other until you can slam it on someone. It's good. Jess says you is blessed. Why are we blessed?
Because you got the babies.
Ah, babies are cool.
I'm going to go double fidget spinner. That was a bad move. Why did I do that?
A must watch if you don't under is esports documentary. I remember watching one on Hulu actually, and I still didn't get it. Like it legitimized esports for me a bit. It sort of showed me that these guys literally play for 8 hours a day, and it's all about observing and sort of watching the. I think we may have maybe when you lived here, and it's sort of like this is like the behaviors that they do, and
like they literally like stretch up and play games for like 8 hours.
Yeah, and then like they'll all sit together and watch a game from like 2 years back, and they'll they'll watch and they'll break it down and see how they've done it and how they've moved and like what sort of techniques they use and blah, blah, blah. Like it's fascinating, like that level, like in depth processing of games. Final match, and then we'll last 5 minutes, and we'll sort of break down what we think about it, and as we do.
Wow! Oh, that's a big one. That's like
Good 3-pointer.
Oh, I thought you were already on like 9. That's a big one. Oh, that doesn't even make sense.
That's probably an illegal shot, actually. In like real basketball.
You're out of court.
You would think after 2 hours I would understand this arms game, but it still doesn't look fun, says Chris.
No, he says I don't understand it, but it still looks fun.
I don't still looks fun. Oh, still looks fun. Okay, yeah, I get your point. It is fun. It's stupid. Oh, on a side note for those watching, like, is this stream running at 60 frames per second? Because we've got the new the Elgato HD 60 capture card. Thanks to our new friends at Elgato, they sent us that to give it a good go.
Well done.
Because we have like the old garbage one. It's not garbage. It's fine. It's just really old. So they gave us like, hey, here's a new one. I'm curious to see. I tried to have it up running in 60. So the gameplay footage at least I think is running at 60. It's running, says Jess.
Better catch it.
Hey, Toto. Final thoughts. What do you think of Arms?
Awesome.
Why?
It's good fun. It's colourful. It's simple. But if you want to be more complex of a fighter, that's challenging where there's different things you can do, counteracting moves, different kind of combos. It's pretty. The bonus rounds really change it up, so it's fun to kind of do those things. And it's good that you can access the bonus rounds outside of the main game, just so you can have these little battles.
Yep, and it's smooth as fuck, says Chris. Beautiful.
That's true. What about you? What do you think?
I think it's fine. I like that it's bright. I like that it's colorful. It feels actually really shallow in terms of you've got punching each other. Punching each other in 10. So it's punching each other, volleyball and the basketball. Volleyball and basketball, ton of fun, and the targets. So when you do the quote-unquote campaign or the single player, it's just variants of those shuffled into a campaign.
What would you like to see?
Maybe some sort of story. I think that'd be interesting. Because like these guys look all batshit insane.
There is a story if you read it, but it's only text. So
yeah, like it's not like a story.
Like that girl, Ribbon Girl, is like a singer. And the twin tail girl with the hair is a movie actress. You wouldn't know it if you didn't read it. But those are
it's something a bit more of that, like, because like an example with Tekken, right? Tekken has like a insane, ridiculous story. Like, I'm not saying that level, but something a little bit more polished would just be good.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would be better with the story mode.
But this is the first of its kind, as in like this is not Arms 2, this is Arms the first.
And I much recommend not doing this.
Yeah, that, like, see, to the credit of the JoyCon and the technology that's inside them, like, it's impressive enough to pick up the smaller movements with sort of the, you know, the guard and the, you know, but like, it's not quite as good. See, that's the problem with motion controls, right? Motion controls will always be beaten by a proper controller.
If there's if you've got the option, then it can be cool because you can do it and not do it, or you can do it for a little while. Whereas most of the games we had to use the motion control in some way.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Chris Conway says it's quick and easy pick up and put down fun. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. I'm certainly glad that I've given when the code came that I gave it to you, because if you're enjoying it, your family's enjoying it, and like that's way more than it would do if it stayed here on my Switch.
You never played again?
I'd probably never play this again.
That's fair enough. Maybe it'd be good to get out on like a games night where we play like 4-player Mario Kart and then a bit of 4-player Arms.
Yeah, so like when we do have our sort of PopC outside of work gatherings, like we kind of just drink and eat food and play games, and normally it's Rock Band and card games. Like it'd be curious to like have a night of the Switch. I think that would be interesting.
Maybe just switch it in there.
I like that very much.
Thanks.
But anyway, like yeah, what do you guys think watching it? I know not everyone's been around the entire time, so they might not be able to kind of think. Just, you know, it's awesome for families. It's because it's at your house. You know this. But anyway, it's been the nice 2 and a bit hours. We enjoy it with the kids, Jacinta. She says, okay, so now this mouse is being garbage, so I have to go over here very slowly. It's being stupid. Oh. Anyway, I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Dylan Bowden.
That was Arms. Dylan, say something funny for the way out.
I'm funny. Is that funny?
That works.